Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite game on the lip, and we're going to take a quick peek at Compass Games 2025 holiday catalog. See what is worth jumping on while they got a little sale going on. First, let's take a look at their blowout deals. I got this one pulled up. So these are just ones I know about, what I think might be worth getting. First one that caught my attention was the Doomsday Project. Now, I haven't played this one. I've heard some things, some good, some bad, middle of the road, but it is a fairly substantially sized game. There's a large map component with this. You see, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 and a piece maps. So it's definitely large. And how many counter sheets are we talking about? Yeah, 4 regular maps, 2 smaller maps, 5 counter sheets. So big game. And getting it for about 50% off right now. $55. That's not bad. That is definitely not bad when it comes to price on it. Battle of Armageddon, another one at a good price point. I think possibly worth the risk at $35. I've heard the gameplay on this one's a little more streamlined, a little more basic. If that's something you're interested in. I did want to mention for the blowout deals, Napoleon's Imperium. I've covered this game. Andrew Rowland designed very good game, and steal at $60. They have definitely dropped the price down on this one, and it's a little different. There's 8 different factions if I remember right. Let's see. Yeah, it's 8 factions. They all have. And these cards, you see the Austrians, the British, the French, the Ottoman Empire, Spanish, Russian, Prussian, and Nordic. And it operates off of this huge world size map, right? All the different factions. You got British up there, Russia, all the others spread all around. Just a huge map. And I covered the whole thing. Definitely go watch the whole video if you want to see what the game's like. It's got a set turn order that it's going to have things happening. A lot of it's card driven. Just a really good game. I had a lot of fun with that one. $60, good price point to get that one brand new. The War Pacific, I'm actually rather surprised this one is on sale. Now, I haven't tried this one yet. Personally, I do have it, so I'm looking to get it on the table as soon as I can, as finding time. I love me some Pacific Theater stuff. I love some Pacific Theater. Complexity is high, though. High, 8 out of 10. I expected that one to be pretty high. 3-month turns, 100 miles per hex, fleets, task forces, divisions, corps, air wings. It's definitely out there at that strategic level. Says it's good for solitaire play. But I'm looking forward to getting into that Pacific Theater. Of course, we're going to have ground troops, air ships, Japanese, Americans. Let's look some American counters here. I really want to get this one to the table and give it a shot. There are 2 in this series. There's The War. The War is the series. So it's The War, and then you have Europe, and it's like The War. I don't think it's The Europe. So it's The War Europe and The War the Pacific, which that name just is brutal. It is so brutal. You got too many of these in there, guys. Too many of these. The War, the Pacific. But you can do the entirety of World War II if you have both games. I don't have Europe, but like I said, I do have Pacific. I will try to get that to the table as soon as I can. But if you do want to do the entirety of World War II, you can. I believe both are 2 mappers, so it'd be a total of 4 maps. Not bad for a complete World War II game. They have a lot of Paper Wars up for $20. I don't have too many of the Paper Wars things. This one definitely caught my eye. The Nemesis system. The Little Land. I don't think this one got as much credit as it deserved. I think the Battle is a lesser known one. I can't even say the name of it, but I did cover this one. And I will tell you, when I first tried this game out, the command system confused me, right? It's the CSS system, I think is what it's using. And it did throw me at first, and I was like, am I liking this? What are my thoughts? And after I stepped back from it and I gave it another shot and got into it, everything just clicked. And then I was really into it. I really like the command system. There's a lot to get into with the way the units operate, and the orders are disseminated from on high down to your troops. So definitely go check out my video. I did a full review on the game, showing all the pieces, how the battle plays out. I think one of the only problems I kind of noticed with this game, I think there were some issues with setup. Setup, if I remember right. There was a little bit of errata for it. Not much, but it threw me a little bit when I was setting it up. Perfect for solitaire play. Can be a very long game, 2 to 40 hours. So obviously, huge campaign if you want to do that. But I really actually like that CSS system. It's company scale system. I see it on the box now. Really innovative command system for the game, and they have multiple games that use that style system. So if you find that you like this, which $30, yeah, absolutely, it's worth the risk for $30. There are others that you can try out as well. Anything else? I haven't played these. I've always had an eye on Sovereign of the Seas, and it's one I've just, for whatever reason, just never picked up. I'll eventually pick it up at some point. That's obviously an Age of Sail game. I'll have to try it out at some point. I love Age of Sail games, always been my thing. Like I said, a lot of Paper Wars there for the blowout. But when it comes into their catalog proper, they do have other sales going on, but not as good as the blowouts. The blowouts are the big ones. Battle Hymn is one that I've heard good things. Another one that I have that I've not got a chance to get onto the table yet. They have just released Battle Hymn 2. No, they haven't just released Battle Hymn 2. That's coming in February of next year. And they're doing a re-release of Battle Hymn 1. So I'll try to cover that around that time, see if I can show the system. But it does operate off a chip draw mechanic for the order of activation, which I've always thought is a great mechanic, especially for solitaire play. Another good one at a good price point here would be Air and Armor. They do have another sequel to Air and Armor that is coming out of March of next year, roughly. Those dates are definitely not set in stone. A lot of components that game, 2 big maps, 5 counter sheets. $60 for Air and Armor is a good price for it. We're talking like I think that's lower than the Kickstarter price even. Big rulebook. We're talking 100-page rulebook. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Let me just put it that way. We're not going to get long-winded on it, but it's not that bad. Okay. Definitely one worth trying out. It is a good game, and it is going to be having a sequel here soon. The next one, we don't even have to. We don't just get it. If you don't have it already, you shouldn't be watching my channel. What the hell are you doing? American Tank Ace, Gregory M. Smith. You should have it already. If you don't have it already, sell a kidney and get it. Awesome, 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 awesome game. Love the hell. I have played the shit knuckles out of some American Tank Ace. And speaking of which, we'll flip over to our next page here. British Tank Ace is available now, not on a huge special price because obviously it is a recent release. And I will tell you this. I have reviewed British Tank Ace. Make sure you go check out the videos. I've got an active play series that I've got like 4 or 5 more videos coming for that one. But it has more game in it, right? More game in the box than American Tank Ace did. And in a way, it's almost like 3 campaigns because you've got like the Africa campaign and then the Italian campaign and then the European campaign. So multiple different areas that you're going to be fighting in with that. And you can do an entire campaign, right? So it's like start to finish, and it will take you months to go through the whole thing. Do it the way I'm doing it versus the rules. No offense, Greg, but I tweak the rules on mine that if your commander gets killed, rather than restarting the game from scratch, you can promote up another player. That way you don't have to restart your campaign. Right now, obviously, if your entire crew gets burned up, that's a different story. You've been kind of wiped out, but I would probably just start with a green crew and just keep on going from there. British Tank is just so good, and Panzer Ace is coming soon as well. Burning Banners, a little bit on sale, not a big sale, a little bit of sale, worth it for $80. Jump on it. One of the better fantasy games that I've seen. They use counters instead of like standees or minis, but very, very excellent gameplay. A lot of different factions. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 6 or 8 factions in the game. I can't remember exactly how many, but they all play different. So it really does feel different. We're not talking about like small stat differences. lot of actual differences for it. I do have a review for Burning Banners as well. That is one absolutely worth picking up if you like fantasy at all. Carrier Battle Philippines Sea, $45. Duh. Duh, 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 duh. Very complex game. Complexity is rated as high, and it is high. It's going to take you a minute to learn how to play that game, but one of the better just solitaire games out there. It really does a good job of simulating that going out with your task force, trying to find the enemy carrier force before they get you with their planes, so you can send your planes out. You've got to have planes on patrol around your own task force to make sure you're covering it, but you got to have some of them on scout, and you got such and such range with you. Such a good game. Such a good game. It's a carrier battle game. It's so good. And I think they got a sequel for that one in the works as well. Combat. Any of it's good. Now, what they have available, they've got Combat Eastern Front that's coming next year. Arnhem just recently released. This one I haven't gotten. I'll probably get it at some point. Now, just in case you don't know about Combat with the exclamation point, Combat is a game about individual unit squad tactics, and it is probably the single best game out there for one solitaire play where you are controlling down to the man, right? So it's zoomed in as far as zoomed in can get. You are controlling a squad or a fire team with, 5, 6 guys, however many you're going to have for the different scenarios. And there's German forces, different forces that you're going after. And there's a whole automated system that controls how the AI is going to respond to you. And it is done well. It kind of adjusts itself based on the actions that you take, even down to like when you're shooting or chucking grenades, depending on how far the enemy's out, they're going to hear this stuff. Literally one of the best man-to-man combat games I have ever seen. Just so good. The only thing with it, Combat 1 is standalone. Combat 2 is not standalone. It adds a buttload of content for Combat 1, right? Campaign play and almost an RPG nature where your guys can like level up and gain skills. So don't buy Combat 2 unless you have Combat 1. Gotta have both, okay? But Combat 3 is standalone. So you can buy 1 or 3 and you're good. If you buy 2, you gotta have 1. Just make sure you keep that in mind. Really, I just don't think you can go wrong with any of it. It's really personal preference on what theater you want to have. The newest one is Volume 3. Obviously, there are rules online that you can download for the latest living rules for the game. And yes, they do actually have it here. Combat 3 is a standalone game. I wonder if it says, yeah, here we go. You must have combat to play this expansion. At least they're letting people know because, yeah, you can't. Definitely one worth checking out if you want that really good, man. Think, oh shit, I'm brain farting. Ambush. All right, old school game Ambush. It's like that, but brought to the modern, and it has more randomized gameplay. So the game's not going to be the exact same every single time you play it, like Ambush was back in the day. So kind of updated that. Oh yeah, and they've got Combat Tunisia and Sicily coming up as well. That's another pre-order. It doesn't say when it's expected. Ooh, an Eastern Front. That's good. Got to check some of this stuff out. Chopper Pilot, that's another one I've been keeping an eye on, but it is not available yet. So when that one becomes available, I'll do a little coverage on it. Let's see what else we've got in our catalog that I have covered and can definitely tell you. World War III is a good one, but I don't have the East Asia Front. I don't have that specific one. Galaxy Force, that's another one that I am dying to try. That is definitely on my list. Golden Age of Piracy, 45. That's actually not bad. Just FYI, that's a roll and write game. It's set in, obviously, the age of piracy, but it is ungodly chart heavy. It is very chart heavy. Everything is a chart in that game. Almost a bit too much in the chart heaviness. uh, games like that, you're just gonna have charts. It's Silent Victory, American Tank Ace, all the roll and write games. You're just gonna have charts. It is what it is. It's to be expected. But everything comes down to that. I think they could have brought out a little bit of the chart rolling and made a little bit more choice to the game, but the game isn't bad. And at $45, I mean, you're not going to find a game that's going to give you that feeling, especially in a board game, of controlling your ship and making choices, going out and battling other ships and gaining crew and supplies and all that good stuff. Yeah, Sid Meier's Pirates, right? The board game version of thereof. $45, yeah, definitely worth it for that. Let's see, I think we got one more page of the catalog left. Let's zoom in. And some of these, it's not that I'm skipping over some. There's so many games. There's so many. I can't cover everything. I wish I could. Last Gamble. Last Gamble, I have not played, but I know from a couple of my buddies that it is very, very good. So that one is a good one. We're checking out. Battle of the Bulge game. Very, very well done. I haven't heard any bad stuff about that one. And it's a decent discount on that one as well. The only other one I'm seeing here that's definitely standing out to me is, and again, I'm not saying that any of these others aren't good, but like I can't play everything. I wish I could, but I got young kids. Panzer Ace. I can't tell you how I know, but I know that's a good game. Put it on your wish list. I'm telling you, it's a good one. You're going to love it. Gregory M. Smith. Can't go wrong with the Ace series. And yeah, here we are at the end of the catalog. Or the sale catalog anyway. Oh, Brief Border Wars. I forgot to mention that when we were there earlier. I have not played the second, but the first one was actually quite good. Multiple games in a small box for a cheap price. So Brief Border Wars 2 would be along the same lines, one worth checking out. Road of the Rhine, Russia, Spanish-American War. Sea Power in the States. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a review for you guys on this one very soon. My copy just came in. This is fictional World War III sea battles and all the way into like nuclear wiping out everything is covered in this game. It's actually got mounted maps too. Actually, here it is. Right there. Sea Power in the State just came in. I will have a review up for that one as soon as I can to let you know if that one is good or not. But I like some sea power game or sea-based games. Anything in the sea really kind of catches my attention. Only other one over here, Silent War Deluxe Edition. I can't tell. Did I get the Deluxe Edition? Yes, I did get the Deluxe Edition. So that one I've got as well. Now, I haven't played it yet. I want to get it to the table. There's so much to do, so much to cover, and so little time. But I have heard good things. This one's been around for a hot minute. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. $60, and it's got the IJN Deluxe Edition like expansion for it, because there used to be this small expansion you could get separate when Silent War originally came out, because the original printing was something like 6 years ago, I think. It was a little while back. Mounted map with the game, 8 counter sheets, a lot of counters on this one. And like I said, now the expansion is built right into the game at $60. If you're into sub games, yeah. I would definitely take the risk on this one, because like I said, I haven't played it, but I have heard good things. So I am definitely looking forward to get that one to the table, and I will review it as soon as I can. Probably that and Sensuicon too. It's not out yet, but it will be out soon. Japanese fleet submarine game, and it's Gregory M. Smith, so if it's one of his games, I'm all over it. Like, fly on shit, man. I love that stuff. And I was wrong. There's actually one more page over here. Spitfire Ace, that one is coming. That'll definitely catch my attention. Spring Prelude, I don't know as much about, so I would check with like Cav or Mo, their channels to see. Steel Wolves, I've got an old copy of that game, but I have not gotten it to the table yet. Stellar Horizon and Stellar Horizon 2, both on sale. Stellar Horizon 1 is a little bit bigger than Stellar Horizon 2, and I just mean like weight of box. And I can't really describe how they're different, but they're not like direct sequels in the way that you would think of like a direct sequel. They do play fairly differently. But if you're into space games, definitely worth checking out. Especially, what's the name of that game? Took me a second to think of the damn name. High Frontier. High Frontier. If you like High Frontier, then look at Stellar Horizon. At least Stellar Horizon 1. If you like that one, if you've played that one, you understand the concept of that game, Stellar Horizon 1 might be one that you would be interested in. Stellar Horizons 2, I can't comment on yet, but hopefully I can comment on that one sooner rather than later. Tank Leader, interesting. Trench Raid, I have played, got a review for it up. It's excellent. It's excellent. It has had just very, very, very positive reviews. $56. It's freaking steal, man. Mountain map, a handful of counter sheets going with that one, and absolutely just great gameplay. You lead your squad through no man's land in between the trenches of World War I, and it's all random. You create the battlefield as you explore. It is so well done, where you're just kind of exploring and see what happens. You're not gonna know. You're gonna find barbed wire. You're gonna find ruined buildings. Oh, there's an enemy sniper. Did you outfit your guys correctly? Kind of think Warfighter, right? Where you're picking the gear and skills for your soldiers to send them out in no man's land. It has that same kind of concept there at the beginning, where you're outfitting your troops. Then you pick their order because they're gonna single file this shit as they're marching on. And you're going to have varying types of missions where you've got to go all the way to enemy trenches. Sometimes you just go into no man's land. Sometimes you're looking for stuff. Really just well done game. One of the better ones that I've seen that has explored that concept of this trench warfare and the grittiness of World War I. And I'm not a big World War I guy, but this one was just excellent. Excellent. Great components, nice thick counters for the map, especially when you're setting out all the little hexes as you're exploring. When you see the map kind of reveal itself as your troop explores it, is just the coolest thing in the world. Mo and Kevin and I talked about that. You could, even if you wanted to save yourself some rolling, just randomly put all those map counters, shuffle them up, put them face down, and spread it across the map just to see, kind of unveil it that way rather than rolling. Really, you could play it either way. Go check out my review. I'm telling you, you'll love that one. $56. It's a steal. So much gameplay that you're going to get in that one. Dollars to donuts, $56. Absolutely worth it. All right. That's it. That's my main ones for the Compass sale. There's a couple that are just no questions, must buys. American Tank Ace, British Tank Ace. Got to get the Tank Aces. And then it's really going to come down to personal preferences. Things like air and armor, or do you want trench warfare? Maybe some of those blowout deals are ones that you haven't had and you want to try out, especially the War, the Pacific, Napoleon's Imperium. Really, really good prices on those games, especially the Pacific. Not seeing that one. I don't even think I paid that little for it. I think I paid more for it when I first released, but excellent price on that one. Definitely worth getting at this point. All right, that is it for me. Hope you guys found something that you would like in this video, and you guys stay tuned because we are going to be having some giveaways for Christmas like we do every year. All right, y'all take care. I'll catch you in the next one.